sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. Allegiant my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she a pack. Finna guaranteed, move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Mike hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todos tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they were sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the pause. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken around the 12. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Lions have recovered. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On first down, Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Badgley able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And here we go on fourth down. Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fields on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Bears at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On first down, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 6 yards away. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. But CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, it's Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The kick is no good.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That's good for 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Throwing again is Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. From the 24, Fields steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Fields on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. taken from about the 12. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Bears. Odell Beckham, 31 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Fields trying to throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Play action. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw is Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On play action, Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly
yet at the same time under control.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down at 4, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out. Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Down inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I are both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll look to throw. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's
you
not
get
what's
pushed
snapped.
5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 42. There's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry